be aware that through any kind of video broadcasting, I was not explaining the cult Baba mass hysteria and its effect on poverty, but all of you must be conscious enough that the king of the world can't resist these kind of social problems which are going on. After all, I descended on earth one due to several reasons, and one of them is the mass hysteria of mosque demolition group and church vandalizing group through their illegal logos and the promotional activities through Vishnu, Shiv, and other kind of Hindu deities embedded on their pictures everywhere. Obviously, richer people are getting more benefit, and all of the ceremonies which are organized by these cults, and they are obviously concentrated on own benefit and upliftment through mass hysteria of numerology also. And in all probable causes, they were directly attacking the Vikram Samvat in any form, whether they were aware of my descendants on Earth One or not. It doesn't matter a lot, because obviously, if Mother Goddess Vishnu had decided that she should send the only real son to Earth One, she had provided me all of the powerful weapons and other kind of energies through which I can make this earth extinct at any fraction of moment. Whenever I will sense any kind of danger towards me and my family, I will bombard nuclear weapons, and other kinds of natural calamities will be witnessed. But these overconfident Indians keep on annoying me through these kind of mass hysterias, and whenever my business was going to be success in any form, they managed to reach any of the supporters or the clients through crime, mass hysteria, and other kind of irrelevant notices and requirements. And they used to call at these kind of moments whenever I was engaged in any crucial activity, even during manufacturing business. They managed to annoy my dealers and my distributors also. Most of them started joining any job business or aeronautical companies also. Whenever any educated IT professional or engineer got job in Indian company which was directly established by Vikram Samvat through the days of auspicious ceremonies, they managed to annoy them in a jealous manner and distribute other kinds of pamphlets and forms also, similar to the murders which happened in a school at Rohini Vasant Kunj, Noida, and Dwarka also. They managed to succeed in many kind of development, like Venkateshwara School, which is also owned by corrupt Delhi Development Authority. Through mass hysteria of numerology, they managed to open distributor of Electrolux and Videocon also, superimposed with any kind of marriage function. And then they managed to annoy me by temptation of workplace caution in Thailand, and other kind of gifts were being distributed, and they kept on discouraging that you will not benefit any kind of sales promotion, or you will not get any discount at DP if you deny visiting these kind of sinful places with them. I denied visiting cricket match ceremony hidden from the family of all the distributors at Shimla world's highest cricket ground, but in fact that ceremony was organized as a kind of sinful and worthless coercion through illegal prostitution, and Kumar was denied and sent back several times, and they started discouraging me. That is so often. Even in this city, these kind of functions are being arranged where parties are held, and those people who have recently migrated here or living in a rented accommodation are not properly respected, and their wives are invited wearing short skirts and introduced by other sinful workplace caution and other kind of women who are always engaged in vulgar activities with them, and they are indirectly getting benefits in any form through Moscow demolition group and church vandalizing group. That was already expected by me, so don't feel overconfident even if you are watching my broadcast and acting in that way. You might have seen various international events were superimposed with any kind of titles, but that doesn't matter at all. My objective or motive is not to spread hatred and crime against any human being or any country, but the powers which I belong and contain through my eyes and brain should not be underestimated. I am extremely dangerous ruler of the world. Obviously, I took rebirth as Gagan Maggo on 5th September 1973, and I was already aware that I was a great ruler of the whole empire. Through Jan only, I used to conquer whole countries, and every part of the every square inch of the world was under my rule, except some rare remote places in Afghanistan or Taliban. Even those people are being exaggerated that they will attack Pakistan and rule them. It is not like that. They are also under my governance. After the resignation of Hassan Rouhani, they are already aware that I have already conquered Afghanistan and Taliban also. They are also under my rule, and I have completed that project when I descended on Earth 1. And when I was only 16 or 18 years old, I had already conquered these countries. So don't think that I belong to any country or state. I am a ruler of the world. I don't have any nationalism. I don't have any state of origin. Each and every square inch of the whole world is under my rule. I'm not saying in that any arrogant manner but I don't have any option. I have to follow my mother goddess instructions only. Whatever she says, she have instructed me to rule this world, and I have to rule this world. You will witness more and more powers. You will find more and more horrific events throughout the world because they will not let me survive like that way. I have already exposed them, and it was also under extreme pressure that I had to disclose my originality because they had already managed to exploit me financially. So I have visited this remote place on a way towards Mornay Hills. They are also celebrating these kind of mass hysteria festivals and scattered plastic objects and thrown away garbage of food products, and most importantly there are a lot of alcohol bottles. They have managed to provide cheap rented accommodations to alcohol sellers. Obviously my videos were very popular here, and a poor shopkeeper was selling chicken and some snacks, but he was also discouraged through these kind of lavish places, and obviously he might have suffered many losses just because of my videos. They managed to spoil some environment, and it is inevitable. After all, I am not broadcasting for any financial gain. I have to keep monetization away because they are very suspicious and spying on me and spoiling my family life also. They managed to knock the door at any moment of the time. They managed to reach my bedrooms without our permission. They managed to ring the bell at any moment, whether we were sleeping or any doing any important job. They don't have any shame. These mass hysteria priests used to call at any moment of time. They used to spread the vulgar culture of Moscow demolition group through different kind of grammatically spoiled words, and obviously many tractors, trucks, other kind of heavy vehicles have kept the name of Moscow demolition group and church vandalizing group on their back barriers, and in order to deceive like-minded secular groups, they are discouraging more and more children and youth of this country, and they will force to believe that if they will follow the pungent smelling flower logos, then only they will be allowed to attend mass hysteria of religious functions. Even yesterday I had found a lot of church vandalizing group logos embedded on pictures of Shiv, while Vishnu was considered to be sitting on a flower, but in fact, how can you imagine that Shiv will ever sit close to these kind of illegal crop yields which are developed near Yamuna banks on the froth, and they are not at all nutritious, and while other kind of logos are also being snatched from secular parties through their own relatives who started following bigamy with their own nieces or any kind of provisions through fever blooded visitors, and democracy was already spoiled through these kind of mass hysteria where Putin visited the White House and started demanding equivalent structure. In fact, media is also promoting that 5 lakh Russian soldiers died in the war, but it is not possible at all. Nowadays, whenever Vikram Samvat year is going to end, and within 2.5 or 2 months, 28 days, they start promoting that the world is becoming extinct in 4079. The world will become extinct, and the process has been started through different kind of Vanga mass hysteria where villagers and other kind of towns are also named through these kind of grammatical errors, and the cults were also promoting prostitution through these kind of processes. And when Hyundai service engineer managed to get a job in Samsung, then also different kind of burning wicks provisions of a 16-year child marriage songs was being promoted, and I had to accept everything in front of my eyes and kept myself secretly hidden from the country. But whenever these kind of social networking sites started evolving, I had to disclose my identity also, and my Guruji from last reincarnation, who was earlier known as Vasist, had no other option to visit the temples around this place also, and these people are trading the same temple was existing where King Vikramaditya had ended his life 12 times, and on the last slashing of his own head, Mother Goddess appeared in front of him and provided blessings in the form of idols. But in fact, that place is also existing anywhere else. Obviously, on this earth where the divisions of countries were made on 15th August 1973 when my family migrated back here on Pakistan defense trucks till Atari border, and they walked through Delhi and managed to get security guard job at Three Murti Bhavan with Jawaharlal Nehru ji. And from that day till 1981, when my father retired, I kept ourselves hidden. I had no other option because FBI was not present in India, and we had to contact them through sixth sense only. Greenpeace was also not popular, but I was already aware from birth that the ruler King Vikramaditya had taken reincarnation. Now these people might be mocking us. These people might be annoying us. It is a possibility, and I will not treat that rarest combination or permutation as granted. Obviously, I'm an extremely dangerous person. What I say, I mean it. Be aware of me and stay away from me. Don't come in between my motives.